everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Surabhi Singh, and if you watch my face for the first time, then please hit the subscribe button and press the bell notification button for the latest update. Now, coming to this video is actually gonna help you choose your correct fashion department because I am gonna be explaining all the departments, whatever NIFT has, and starting from fashion design to fashion communication, accessory design, textile design, leather design as well, and accessory design, of course. So all these departments I will be explaining. Starting with, if you don't know who I am, so I am Surabhi. I am 2025 graduate, fashion communication from NIFT Hyderabad, and I am recently placed into a company from campus placement itself. 2025 graduate. I still don't have my degree because convocation is gonna be happening in August 2025. So I'm just without my degree right now, but officially I am graduated. So yeah, let's go into the video. And also, if you are someone who are like very dedicated into one field, I must tell you that there is a very thin line between every department of NIFT, like let's say fashion design and textile design. So I have seen people from fashion design doing styling as well. I have seen people from accessory design doing UI UX as well. So there is very thin line. It's not like design principles आपको लोग नहीं पढ़ाएंगे. Design principle is the only thing which matters at the end of the day. So yeah, let's go. Starting with fashion design, I'll tell you about fashion communication, my department, in the last because obviously I know a lot about it, and I'll give you some tips as well. So fashion design has subjects like garment construction, fashion illustration, sewing, stitching, and fashion history as well, trends as well. You'll be also knowing about design principles. At the same time, you'll be stitching Indian garments as well as Western garments. So it's all about stitching part of design. Basically, I saw my friend stitching a cowl neck at some of their semesters, stitching a pajama, stitching a patiala, so all these things. And coming to it, like in the final year, you have to make a collection of like 6 to 7 garments. So that is your final this thing. Taking a theme, you have to build up like 6, 7 garments, and you have to show it in your graduation show. So yeah, this is the fashion design, basically stitching and designing part of it. You will know every part of garment to stitch, and coming from the neckline plus the menswear, the women's wear, and everything. The surface embellishment, embroideries also. So some of the things were also like draping. So these were the subjects all into clothing. You'll be full of muslins all the time in the college, and these FD people were not like I was not seeing them in the college because they were too busy in their work. They had all these garments to make. Of course, in the fashion industry, you can go to any retail industry like Reliance, Arvind, Madura Garments. Like my friend worked in Aditya Birla last time. So you have a lot of scope in fashion design, of course. You have a lot of scope. So yeah, anything which has a clothing brand, you can go or work under them. Fashion designers like Sabyasachi, Manish Malhotra, or any big designers like, so you can work under them, of course, or any retail is your opportunity for fashion design people. And of course, you can come up with your own brand if you wish for, but mostly they don't do it. So this is all the thing you must know about FD. And anything more you want to know fashion design, you can obviously comment. Coming to accessory design, so accessory design is basically all into accessories. So you'll be handling more of a materials. You will be going through illustration, of course, but of products. Material is the basic thing. You'll be handling all the materials, and you'll be having labs where you'll work with wood or plastic or everything, whatever material you have. You have to bring up leather as well in some of the subjects. And yeah, so this is accessory and basically the touch and feel thing of it. Of course, you'll be teaching design principles. According to that, you have to make a product out of it. And in the final 4th year, you have to show a collection where you will work like GP hota hai basically accessory design mein, which is graduation project. So in whichever company you will do your graduation project, you will have to make a 4 to 5, I think, accessory, and then you have to show that in your graduation show. They have also subjects like history of the all the design and all the products, trends as well. They also teach some softwares like CAD, Rhino, 3D softwares where you can just put up this prototype thing to show to your jury. So these things, and some of the people also go with UI UX because that is also one of the subjects which accessory design teaches. So basic is like defining the problems, then working on the research, then of course coming up with the design, then of course, the prototype stage where you have to use the 3D software to show the prototype, and of course, coming up with the final design. So this is like the basic 5-step design method which you have to follow in any design field, also in fashion design field as well. So you have to come up with a theme, the problem, or any theme whichever you want to design. Let's take an example of rain, because it's raining. So according to rain, you have to come up with all the elements and shape, and then research whatever you did. Then you have to come up with all the defining part of it. Then you have to come up with the design, the exact design, then the prototype. Like you'll take a mannequin and then design all your garments, put up on that, and then you will show the prototype, and then of course the design thing. So this step goes into every department of fashion design. That's why they don't have a very like they have a very thin line between every department. Accessory design has a lot of opportunity in industry. So you will go into any accessory industry like watches ho gaya, bags ho gaya, any luxury brands as well. You can go into Louis Vuitton if you have that luck, and then Prada and all these things you can work with. And of course, accessory has a lot of this thing, because product is not only into fashion but also into all the product based companies, so you can work under them. And designers, any accessory designers, let's take example, Sabyasachi also does these bags these days. So accessory design is done. Coming to let's talk about textile design first. Into textile designers, textile design is basically like they have subjects like weaving, surface, embellishment, all the texture, all the textile part of it. Of course, weaving involves a lot. Garment construction is also one of their subjects. You have to come up with garments, and in the final year. And I have seen like my friends working on this the old charkha kind of thing. I don't know the name because I was not really into them. So they weave and they make all the embroidery. They make all the knit stuffs as well. Style design also has a lot of this batik print going on. This tie and dye thing. They always do this chemical thing as well in their labs. So you'll be doing all the pattern, all the prints and color, tie and dye. So yeah, these will be the things in textile design you'll be doing. Coming to the theory part, FD, and comparatively to FD and accessory design, textile designers have more theory as well. They have a test where you have to like score more than 30 or 40 like that. You have a pen paper test. So we don't have this pen paper test, but textile designers have one of their exams like this. I remember my friend had to give it. Yeah, so this is all the textile designers. Of course, you can go into any fashion industry and any clothing brand, Madura, Reliance, Fashion Trends, and you have like the sky's the limit. So textile designers, you can go anywhere. So yeah, this is all about textile design. So textile is done. Let's talk about knitwear. So knitwear is basically all into knitting part of fashion design. So basically, you'll be handling more of knits. I have seen my friends doing every day, taking that two thing and then doing this all the time. So you'll be into knits. You'll be having garment construction as well, embroidery as well, and weaving. Yeah, weaving is one of the things. So knitwear design is basically fashion design only, but in knits. So you'll be having garment construction, you'll be having production surface techniques, you'll be having pattern making and everything. So pattern making, fashion illustration, and this garment construction is one thing which is constant in fashion design as well as knitwear design as well as textile design. Accessory design, it's just prototype, so you don't have to do a proper illustration or a proper garment construction or these things in accessory design, because it's basically product. Not much into clothing, not into clothing actually. So yeah, this is the knitwear, and of course sky is the limit in knitwear design as well. All the sportswear and all this jersey companies going on all have the opportunities of knitwear design, so you can go into that if you do really well. You have to make up your portfolio at the end of the day for sure. So now coming to leather design, leather design is not a much taken subject in all of the NIFTs. but leather design is something which is garment construction as well as product handling. So you have to take up a leather and work on it. You have to make up a product. Basically, you will have a bulk of leather on your shoulders every time you walk around the college, and then you will work on leather. So basically, you will have like prototyping and all the product thing, but with leather. Everything with leather. Basically, it's all about that. So this was all the departments. Anything more you want to know, you can let me know. And the practicality part of all the subjects are involved majorly in all the subjects, because you have to be practical in fashion design as well, knitwear, accessory design. You have to be practical and work on things and touch and get the feel of it. Like practical things are more involved into all these design principles. And yes, coming to my department, which is fashion communication. So fashion communication is the only subject which don't have a practical thing, like the practical touch and feel, and you have to work on this thing all the time. They don't have that. I was usually working on my iPad or else on my computer. So we have subjects like branding, visual communication, visual merchandising, photography, videography, and styling, and UI UX, of course, fashion forecasting, store experience design. These were the subjects, branding as well. So we were majorly involved into all the visual part of fashion. So these are the subjects, branding and all these things. And you'll be working mostly on your computer, of course. UI UX design, typeface design, and all these things. You have to come up with font of your own and projects like rebrand the brand and come up with the website design, like the redesigning of any website. So projects were based on these, and also you have studio photography in one of the semesters. So you have to work on photography. You will be taken to trip, and you have to do a photography assignment. We went to Hampi and did the photography assignment. Studio photography is basically you have to come up with a theme, and then all the stylist and photographer make up a group of four. Yeah, and also I want to talk about that there are a lot of group projects in NIFT in any department. So uh, you work in group projects, and you speak in like 5-6 members of, मतलब कि जूरी के सामने आप ऐसे कुछ बोल सकोगे, तो निफ्ट ना आपको उस तरह से रिजिड बना देता है कि आप 4-5 लोगों के साथ ऐसे टीम वर्क में काम कर सकते हो, एंड देन लाइक they make you that much shameless that you can go into any industry and talk in front of 5 to 6 people. Make you shameless. Like we usually were talking in 4-5 jury members ke aise samne, and then they were tearing off our work and they were just criticizing it. So we have that shameless experience in NIFT. So that will make you very much strong. So yeah, this is all about all the departments of NIFT, and I hope this works. Anything more you want to know, of course, you can comment below, and build your portfolio from starting. Foundation is so first year you have foundation year, where you will be just drawing things on big sheets, and so you won't be taught a lot in your first year. Second, third, fourth year is the main thing you'll be taught, especially in some of the departments. FC is a chill department. You won't be getting a lot of things to work on that. You just have to work on your portfolio side by side and work on projects. So yeah, this is the overall department video help which you might be needed. So yeah, this is it, and hope you liked it also. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. See you in the next video.